over the GroundHog BH40D. Neat unit. It's kind of filling that gap, as we continue to say, between the 6,000 and 12,000. So this one comes in just under 8, so pretty much 8,000 pounds, depending on how much fuel and hydraulic fluid you got in it. It's got 16 foot of reach. That's from the front of the machine. 17.9 on the radius. You're 70 inches wide. I think it's like 68.5 exactly, if you want to know. Yeah, 2-speed drives. Nice layout inside. I'll get my camera guy to come up here and take a look at the inside. So you got your operator's armrests. You got your radio. You got LCD display. You got heat and AC vented inside. You got your foot pedals for your drive, your side swing, and your auxiliary, and push button start. This guy lays down up out of the way. That way when you get in and out, you got lots of room. Your side window slides back and front. So, you know, if you're working somewhere that you got to talk behind you or in front of you, you can slide that guy back and forth. Your door flips up. And then you also have the sunroom here, the sunroof, I guess is what you call it. The cylinder protectors on each location. The thumb, I'm actually pretty happy with how these turned out. The thumb is pretty much exactly where it should be. When you come down, it lands on your teeth at your full extension. And then it also has the ability for, you know, if you're not using it for a long time, any thumb has a system of how long they got to leak down, or how much they can leak down, I guess I should say, over a certain length of time. So what you can do is you can just put a pin in it. If you're not going to use it for a long time, throw a pin in it, let it stay there. Or you could always lock them on the valve, but throwing a pin in, quick and easy, nice and simple. It's 35 millimeter and 45 millimeter pins. Again, double gusseted. Everything is well put together. I wish I had my tape measure. I'll get my tape measure and I'll go show you some dimensions here. This blade is very well done. We're going to come back here to this blade so I can show you. Our main gussets are 7/8 steel. And then if you look at this blade, you got a gusset here, you got a cross member, you got an internal gusset, a side gusset, and then this guy here. If you guys have had your Bobcats where you've chain geared and tried to pull something, and you've curled this down and you see those blades that are real warped, that extra protection is going to make sure that, to the best that you could probably ever do, reinforce that top without going something solid. So just, I think, very well put together. I mean, our side swing gusset is 1.8 inches. I don't think you could do much more. I mean, it is well put together, and it comes with your Kubota 1703. Gate pops open, nice and clean. Side panels pop open, nice and clean. That way, when you want to access anything, it's right in front of you. Your battery kills here, so if you're not going to use it for a long time, kill that sucker. And if you're going to be in it every day, you don't got to kill it. So it's not going to continually drain. It's not like a little 1-tonner where someone can leave it on and have the oil cooler hooked up. It's just kind of like a case where they have the disconnect on the back. Same scenario. If you're not going to use it for a long time, kill it, let it be. And otherwise, everything in here is Kubota. So Kubota oil filter, Kubota fuel filter, Kubota starter, Kubota everything. I mean, it's directly from them with all their accessories and everything that they use. So we're going to shut this guy up, and then we're going to do a few videos here where we're going to show it. We actually have some 30s and we have the 70s. So we're going to do some side-by-sides, show you a little bit of the differences from one to the other. I think they're clean as heck. I really am happy with them. The only thing, if you're not an experienced operator, 16 foot of reach with that big boom hanging out there and near zero tail swing. I mean, it's not perfectly zero tail swing, but I think we only come out over, I wish I had got the dimension. I think it's only like 8 inches or something. It's pretty close. So that's a lot of, I say it in the ZH40. I'm going to say the same in the BH40. When you get these long booms and you got 1,500 pounds hanging out here, you know, it's a lot to bounce out there. So don't go down a hill with that boom all the way up in the air and put yourself on your nose. So we're going to give it a quick run and see what you guys think and show you some comparisons. I'm going to close the door. That way you can see the whole unit when I'm spinning around. And if you're a little chubby like me, it's way nicer to get in these units compared to those smaller units. I'm going to rotate nice and slow so you can see the body. And this thing gets up there 14 foot. So it's got a good wall dig to it. Dump height is like 11.6. We'll show you our 16 foot. Nice and smooth unit. Now I'll give it some speed. We'll go blade down. Punch a hole in the dirt with our blade down. Again, that boom being out there, I mean, that's really a heck of a distance. I mean, that dirt is about as hard as it's going to get. You got rollers going across it. You're going to work at it as it tells you no more. You're going to listen. You're going to lighten it up. And you're going to pull back. You're going to go back in. You're going to curl in. Same thing. I mean, if you look at that dirt, that's all clay and rock and hard stuff. And we're just punching a hole. But again, we're listening to the machine as it tells me, hey, we're not going to go any further. We're going to curl out. Once we curl out, we're going to start picking up. I mean, you guys that aren't quite as experienced, that's really the biggest thing you got to do is listen to your machine. It'll tell you, yes, we can keep going. No, we're going to have to lighten up. Yes, we can, X, Y, and Z. And again, brand new machine. We're not killing the throttle. We're gonna just let it do what it's gonna do for the first, I'm not gonna say fully 50 hours because I'm gonna be realistic. Even me, when I get on a unit after we get past that first oil change, I'll run at 2400. I'm not redlining it still. There's no reason to be 3,000 RPM all day long. You're just being hard on stuff, and it's not good for the unit. I don't care what unit you buy. Yeah, it's under warranty out of the gate, but when it's not under warranty, you don't want to be the one that's wore your machine out. And here you are, you got a machine that you beat the piss out of and ran it out of warranty, and now you got stuff broke everywhere. So we're going to hit our 2-speed button. So 2-speed, standard, 2-speed. Now this unit does have the hydraulic capability. If I twist and turn, even on the blacktop, it'll twist and turn in 2-speed. So it does have a little bit more pressure. There's little guys that won't do that. And again, if you watch how I travel, my bucket's low in case I hit a bump or something. The bucket's just going to bounce off the ground. We're going to take it down here. We're going to put it beside the BH40s. That way you get a little bit of idea of sizes. This one's got wider tracks, smaller blade, wider unit in general, larger bucket, more boom reach. And again, I really like the thumb layout on it. And here I'm still in 2-speed. We're just going to rotate this guy around nice and easy. And we're going to back up. And I'm going to pull this up, because that 30 is up all the way. That way you get an idea on our heights and stuff. We're going to actually pull it up here right beside it. And then I'll show you the side swing while I'm here. Side swing. There you go. 60 degrees. And 80. Coming back, nice and easy. easy, and it can go faster. Again, there's no reason for it. I'm going to put it back to center. I'm going to show you that thumb operating. So again, just showing you that that's about as perfect as it gets. We're lining up, looks nice. We're going to take this guy, put it out of our way, come back in here. Just show you a little bit of the speed, and we'll show you the power on it. Nice and easy. Again, not killing the throttle, not being crazy with it, coming in and down at the same time. Back up. We're going to throttle it down. Always throttle your machines down, let them catch your breath, shut them off. And then just keeping that in mind, anytime you shut a machine off, always throttle it down. And here's why. If you shut that machine off at 3,000 RPM, your cylinders are going up and down, 3,000 revolutions per minute, okay? By turning that down to probably 800-900, all of that up and down, that's centrifugal force. It has less centrifugal force because it's not going as fast, which is a lot easier on your bearings. So just something to keep in mind. But here we got them side by side. We're going to come here to the side. That way you can see the boom difference, just the boom difference alone on height, size, and so forth. So as I said, because of that though, as I came down the road here, I have my bucket down. When I'm in transit or doing something that I could potentially hit a bump and rock a little bit, I keep that guy low. You know, this got a much smaller bucket on it, much smaller boom on it, doesn't have the reach like this big fella, and it's got the rear engine compared to a seat over engine where you're starting to get more zero tail swing. So just kind of a lot to consider. If you wanted to have like 3 foot of tail swing, it's going to be a little bit more balanced unit, but at the same time, you got a big trunk sitting out here to keep aware of. This cab has lots of room for a seat over engine. I'm very happy with the size of the cab in that thing. I'm happy with how the gussets turned out. I mean, it's a fraction of the cost on an 8,000-pound excavator on any name brand unit. And if you look at pieces and parts, 35 millimeter pins, 25 millimeter, 45, you know, it's cylinder protectors, all pretty standard stuff. Occasionally you might hit something that's a little bit weird, but nothing crazy. And if you need us, we're here. You know, it's not like we're not here. Maybe it does take us a few days to get a few parts here and there, but I don't think there's anybody that's got much in hand anymore. So there you go. Quick run over the BH40D. We're going to go and do our rollers. So if you're interested in a road roller, we're going to do those. And as you can see, we're finally starting to get caught up on some inventory. Again, as I say, man, I think I've been saying it since last year, a lot of these are sold. We constantly have inventory coming in. We're at 2, 3, 4 loads a week. And I think that we're up to 14, 15 folks in our shop. We expanded the shop, trying to keep up. Attachments, we're finally starting to get caught up on those. So a lot of neat stuff coming into spring, trying to get some stuff caught up. But if you guys are interested, give us a call, 570-765-9338, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thank you.